Good morning, students. Yesterday we have discussed some chemical properties of amines and some distinguishing tests between primary, secondary, tertiary amines like Hoffman reaction, then Hinsberg reagent test, nitrous acid reactions, Hoffman mustard oil reaction, all that we have discussed yesterday. And also some methods of preparation also discussed, Hoffman bromide, Curtius, Lawson, Schmidt, all that yesterday we have completed. Now I am continuing chemical properties of amine some more. Write down carbyl amine reaction. Carbyl amine reaction means isocyanide test, we can also call. Basic reaction is, this is test for, main point is test for primary amines, both aliphatic and aromatic, aliphatic and aromatic. For example, RNH2 reacted with KOH, RNH2 reacted with KOH and Cl2, chloroform, gives RNC plus 3 KCl, RNC plus 3 KCl plus H2O comes. Okay, here isocyanide is formed. This isocyanide gives foul smell, very foul smell comes. So generally in laboratory, though this reaction there in practicals, lab, we will not conduct this reaction in our 12th class, 11th class lab. So mechanism of this reaction is chloroform reacts with KOH. KOH, how can I dissociate? K plus plus OH minus. OH minus now abstract this proton. When OH minus abstracted proton, it gives trichlorocarbene. In Ramer-Tiemann reaction also I have started like this reaction. If you possible to remember, try it. So trichlorocarbene came. Now this trichlorocarbene on loss of one chloride ion gives dichlorocarbene. So this is dichlorocarbene. It acts as a electrophile. So in exam he will ask question, what is the electrophile in carbyl amine reaction? What is electrophile, tell me? Dichlorocarbene. Now the dichlorocarbene acts as electrophile. Dichlorocarbene acts as electrophile. Over it, nitrogen of the primary amine will attack. It will attack as a nucleophile because it is electron rich. It will attack over carbon and form RN. First copy this up to this part. I am erasing. Once copy it. Now, when lone pair attacked carbon, nitrogen carbon bond formed. Nitrogen acquire positive charge. Here chlorine, carbon we will write negative charge. Why we are writing carbon negative charge? Carbon formed 3 bonds. Actually carbon valency 4 electrons. Actually carbon valency how many electrons? 4 electrons. With the help of 3 electrons, 3 bonds formed. 1 electron there, in addition to it 1 extra electron there. So we will write negative charge here. Okay. Now nitrogen carrying positive charge, unstable, you know, it releases proton outside. and it will give R, and also one Cl is removed as Cl minus, then RNH, here Cl is formed. Okay, Cl is formed. Wait 1 minute. Here RNH Cl is formed. Okay, correct only. Write down. Now what happens is, one minute wait. Suppose if I take, actually what happened, here Cl there, here negative charge there, here hydrogen there, here positive charge there. Then what happens, here proton is removed. When proton removed, what happens, 1 minute, I will see and tell you this mechanism. I forgot this mechanism. Carbyl amine reaction. Carbyl amine reaction means test for primary amines. Now observe. So what happens here? Correct only written. I have written correct only. Actually here H is removed. First this complex is formed. Then what happened here, HCl is removed. HCl removed. When HCl removed, what happens, R, N, here H, here positive charge, double bond C, Cl formed. Okay, this is formed by removal of this HCl. Here double bond formed. Then here bond migrated, then Cl is removed as Cl minus. So R, N, triple bond C, here minus, here plus comes. In general we will represent R, N, triple bond C. Okay. So here what happened, first lone pair attacks over carbon, nitrogen carbon bond formed, nitrogen carrying positive charge, carbon having negative charge. Then what happened, I have removed HCl from here. When I have removed HCl, actually what happened is, I can explain like this. You observe here, here H there, here HCl there. If this bond migrates here, one Cl is removed as Cl minus. Then bond migrated means, what happens, double bond formed. Here bond migrated, double bond formed, Cl removed. So finally H plus removed, Cl minus removed, both we can write as a HCl. Then here also one H is removed as H plus, this bond migrated here. Then one more chlorine removed, this is formed. Okay, here also Cl minus, H plus removed, I can write them as HCl. Finally isocyanate formed. This is mechanism involved in a carbyl amine reaction. So important point, what in carbyl amine reaction, these two hydrogens removed in mechanism and isocyanide formed. So only primary amines will give carbyl amine reaction. In order to undergo this mechanism, nitrogen should carry out two hydrogens. So that two hydrogens these. Okay, that's why only primary amines will give carbyl amine reaction, whether that is aliphatic or aromatic. For example, if I take CH3 CH2 NH2. In exam he will give KOH or NaOH also he will give. How will you identify this reaction? Primary amine KOH CHCl3 means carbyl amine reaction. It will give CH3 CH2 NC. Suppose if we give question aniline carbyl amine reaction. Aniline carbyl amine reaction, answer what here? Isocyanide. Okay, isocyanide formed. This on reduction gives what? Tell me. This already we have completed. Isocyanide on reduction gives secondary amines. So N-methylaniline coming. This further, this is not carbyl amine reaction. This step up to here carbyl amine reaction. This I have added. In exam questions he will give like that. So carbyl amine reaction, important point what? Whether you remember mechanism or not. Generally mechanism related questions not coming much, but I need to explain, that's why I have explained you. Important point is electrophile involved in carbyl amine reaction is dichlorocarbene, first point. Only primary amines will give carbyl amine reaction, that is aliphatic and aromatic amines. Examples given. Suppose which of the following compound give carbyl amine reaction, he will ask in exam. Suppose options given are A aniline, B NCH3, or I can write NHCH3, anything you can take. C CH3 NH2 NHCH3, D CH3 CH2 NH2. So answer what? Tell me. Suppose option 1 A and D, option 2 A B, option 3 B C, option 4 C D. Tell me answer. What I have said, primary amines, out of them primary amine select. A primary amine, ethane amine primary amine. These two do not give carbyl amine test. So answer is A and D. Okay, this type of questions asked. Write down. Now beta naphthol test. Beta naphthol or 2-naphthol test is used for only aromatic amines. Only aromatic amines give positive test. Give positive test. Aromatic amines, primary amines. Now aliphatic amines. Aliphatic amines negative test. Suppose if I take aniline, if I use NaNO2 HCl in presence of ice cold temperature 0 to 5 degrees temperature, what it will give? Benzene diazonium chloride will come. This benzene diazonium chloride reacts with 2-naphthol or beta naphthol. 2-naphthol means this structure. HCl is removed. When we remove HCl, what happens? N double bond N, it will give OH. Okay, this is orange color. Orange color comes in test tube. Test tube orange color comes. Like this, aliphatic amines, no reaction. Aliphatic amines, no reaction. Aromatic amines, reaction takes place. This is also one test you need to practice. Write down. Next, acylation, or in general acetylation we can call, because mostly acylation means RCO group there means acyl, acetyl group there means CH3 C double bond over there. That's why we can also take it as acetylation. Generally we will use CH3CO group. Acylation reactions involve amines which have hydrogen, amines in which there are hydrogen over nitrogen will give this test. Means which amines have hydrogen over nitrogen, primary amine and secondary amine. Tertiary amines do not have hydrogen over nitrogen. So primary and secondary amines will participate in acetylation. Tertiary amines do not participate in acetylation because they don't have hydrogen. That important point. Now observe, I will write reactions. Suppose in place of R I am taking CH3, CH2, NH2. So NH2 I can write like this, plus CH3 C double bond O Cl. What is this? Acetyl chloride. Remove HCl. When you remove HCl, what happens? CH3, CH2, NH, C double bond O CH3 formed. What is the name of compound? CH3CO NH2 means what? Amide. This is N-ethyl acetamide, common name. IUPAC name N-ethyl ethanamide. N-ethyl ethanamide. So here we have removed HCl. HCl being acid sometimes may disturb reaction because amines basic HCl acid. So amines may form salt with HCl. Already yesterday I have written acid base reactions. Already HCl there in product side. That HCl may react with this amine and slower down the reaction. So in order to avoid this, what we will do is we will remove this HCl with some base. For example, if we add pyridine, what happens? Pyridine HCl react forms pyridinium chloride. In alcohol chapter we have discussed in oxidation topic, and there also acetylation of alcohols, acetylation of phenol, that time also we have discussed. HCl formed is removed by using pyridine as pyridinium chloride salt, so that HCl is eliminated from this reaction. So there will be no disturbance for moving forward direction. So reaction can move forward direction. So no chances of formation of salt with amine HCl if we remove that as aniline hydrochloride. Okay, this reaction write down N-ethyl ethanamide. Next reaction, for example, if I take CH3 CH2 N CH2 CH3 hydrogen, if I use CH3 C double bond O Cl, what happens? Tell me. Here you can remove HCl. Remove HCl, remaining compound write down. Remaining compound write down. Suppose here what will you write? CH3 CH2 N CH2 CH3 C double bond O CH3. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? N-diethyl ethanamide. Already we have discussed amide, IUPAC nomenclature also, first class. So plus HCl. Same these reactions we can carry out with acetic anhydride also. For example, if you take CH3 CH2 NH2 plus CH3 C double bond O C double bond O CH3. So if I remove acetic acid, what happens? CH3 CH2 NH COCH3 group attached there, C double bond O CH3 attached. So same product formed. Like that here also you can do. Here also you can write with the help of acetic anhydride, that is acetic anhydride. Write down all these reactions. Now tertiary amines, if you take CH3 CH2 N CH2 CH3, here also CH2 CH3 plus suppose acetyl chloride. Will this reaction happens? No. Reason what? Because no hydrogen over nitrogen. If hydrogen there only, HCl we can remove. Since here no hydrogen there, reaction not happens. Next, suppose if I take, so what is the mechanism involved in this acetylation? Mechanism involved in acetylation is this amines act as nucleophile and attack carbonyl carbon of the acid chloride. When acid chloride carbonyl carbon attacked means what happens? This bond migrated. So what can I write? Tell me. CH3 CH2 N, nitrogen carrying positive charge, this part. Then remaining part, what can I write? Nitrogen carbon bond formed CO minus, this side CH3 there na, that CH3 I am writing here. Here I am writing Cl, I am writing here. Okay. Now nitrogen carrying positive charge unstable, you know, remove that as H plus and O minus moved here, Cl is removed as Cl minus. So HCl is removed. Remaining compound write down. So CH3 CH2 NH, here lone pair. So here C double bond over CH3. This is mechanism. Even when you use acetic anhydride also, we can write mechanism. CH3 C double bond over O, C double bond over CH3. What happens? This lone pair will attack over this carbon. Suppose if I write CH3 CH2 NH2, this lone pair will attack over this carbon, bond migrated there. So what happens? Tell me. CH3 CH2 NH H, here positive charge C O minus, then here CH3, this CH3 group, then here O C double bond O CH3. So here what happens? Here one H is removed as H plus because nitrogen carrying positive charge, then this negative charge coming over here, CH3 COO minus removed. So remaining part write down. From here I am writing CH3 CH2 N, here H, here lone pair there na, C double bond O, this CH3 I am writing. Then CH3 COO minus H plus I can write CH3 C double bond O OH. This is the mechanism involved with acetic anhydride. You don't worry about this mechanism. Maximum mechanism related questions not asking. As I need to explain, I have explained on board. Okay, you learn reaction properly by removal of HCl. Maximum related to that only he is asking questions. Okay, copy it. Now actually in methods of preparation of amines, what we have discussed, amines when alkyl halides there, what is happening? First ammonia reacted with alkyl halide, primary amine formed, primary amine reacted with one more alkyl halide, secondary amine formed. Again that reaction not stopped at tertiary amine and it lasted up to quaternary amine halides, quaternary ammonium salts formed. Half-man ammonolysis first topic in methods of preparation. So like this here also might happen, but here the chances are very less. Why? Because actually here product what is formed in acetylation, product formed is CH3 CH2 C double bond O N CH2 CH3 formed, means amide formed. Amide formed. When amide formed, this lone pair is came into conjugation. When that lone pair is coming into conjugation, what happens? CH3 CH2 C O minus N positive charge CH2 CH3 formed. Means that lone pair is not available for nucleophilic attack, less available, because that lone pair is involved in resonance, so they are less available. Mostly it is involved in resonance. That's why chances of attack of this lone pair over one more acid chloride or acetyl chloride is very less probability. That's why reaction stopped up to amide only. What I am trying to explain is when you take amines, alkyl halide, you take reaction continued up to quaternary ammonium halide. Like that here not happening. Reason is here when amine reacts with acetyl chloride, amide is forming. In amide, lone pair present over nitrogen is involved in resonance. Okay, is involved in resonance. They are less available. When they are less available, that lone pair are lazy or not willing to attack carbonyl carbon of acetyl chloride. That's why further reactions not happens in this acetylation, like in Hofmann ammonolysis. Okay, sometimes that question may come. Till now such type of questions not asked. You keep in mind, may be asked in future. Next, suppose if you take aniline, plus acetyl chloride or acetic anhydride also you can use. Acetic anhydride you write down in your home. I am writing with acetyl chloride. So what is formed? NH double bond O CH3 formed. What is the IUPAC name of this compound? N-phenyl. Why I am writing N-phenyl? Nitrogen carrying phenyl group. Ethane amide. N-phenyl ethane amide or acetamide. One more popular common name for this compound is acetanilide. It is popular with that name. In exam also he is using that name, acetanilide, this compound. Okay, aniline reaction with acetyl chloride, acetic anhydride. Your homework you write down in your home. Next, benzoylation. Benzoylation means amines, whether aliphatic or aromatic, they react with benzoyl chloride. For example, CH3, CH2, NH2 reacts with benzoyl chloride. Benzoyl chloride formula what? C double bond O Cl. HCl is removed. So remaining compound write down CH3, CH2, NH, C double bond O C6H5. Now what is the IUPAC name of this compound? Tell me. What is name of this compound? Benzamide. That is benzamide. Here hydrogen replaced by CH2 CH3. This compound I have written like that, inverted. Okay, flipped into that direction. So N-ethyl benzamide. I can write name of this compound N-ethyl benzamide. Okay, like that. Benzamide is IUPAC name. Now if I take aniline, plus benzoyl chloride, C double bond O Cl, HCl I can remove. If I remove that HCl, what happens? NH C double bond O benzene ring. Sometimes he will write this one as C6H5 or PH, like that, any one you can write. So what is name of this compound? Benzanilide. Common name. IUPAC name, can you guess? N-phenyl benzamide. N-phenyl benzamide. Why I have written like that? Actually benzamide is this one, hydrogen replaced and phenyl group kept. That's why N-phenyl benzamide. N-phenyl benzamide. Write down. These reactions are called Scott-Bowman reaction. Scott-Bowman reactions. In alcohols also we have discussed Scott-Bowman reaction. Okay, alcohol, aliphatic or aromatic alcohol reacted with benzoyl chloride. Okay, that reaction we refer Scott-Bowman reaction. Aniline, these here benzoyl chloride with the amines, they are alcohols. Both now you write down in your notes in single place. I have explained there 2-3 reactions, here 2-3 reactions, you copy in a single place, so that revision, while doing revision it will be easy for you. Next. Next one is formation of Schiff's base. Formation of Schiff's base. I think we have completed this in aldehydes and ketone chapter. Again 2-3 reactions I am writing. Aldehydes are ketones, reacts with the primary amines and form a Schiff base. For example, benzaldehyde you take. When it reacts with, suppose it reacts with aniline, what happens? Water is removed and form CH double bond N benzene ring. Okay, this is called Schiff's base. So that may be aromatic or aliphatic, primary amines participate in a reaction. Suppose if I take CH3 C double bond OH, ketone also you can take, plus suppose if I write CH3 CH2 NH2, what happens, tell me? Water molecule removed. Sometimes he is giving question some intermediate in between. So what he is giving? This you can write NH2, you can write NH minus H plus. So he is giving C plus O minus, I can do now that. Suppose if I write this one C double bond O H, what happens? Here C plus O minus, this I can write NH minus H plus, O minus H plus OH, here NH CH2 CH3, then here already hydrogen there. Okay, this compound formed. Then so final product I am writing first, CH3 C double bond N CH2 CH3 will come. Means what I should do, tell me? This I can rearrange properly. CH3 C N H, here OH there. That compound only I am just changing groups. NH, here CH2 CH3. Now what I should do? Remove water molecule. If I remove water molecule, what happened? Tell me. Here carbon and nitrogen got double bond. So CH3 CH, CH3 CH, C double bond N, C double bond N, CH2 CH3. This is called Schiff's base. Sometimes he is writing in between also. Generally most of the time final product only he will ask. If he asks, you can write like this, NH minus H plus O minus OH. This total compound will attack here, ion will attack here. So NH CH2 CH3 forms. Finally you remove water molecule, that product is formed, Schiff's base. Write down. This is reaction of primary amines with aldehydes or ketones. Still you can find ketone reactions, all that in your HSC book, NEET workbook also you can see some more reactions. Next, formation of enamines. Formation of enamines. Aldehydes are ketones. Aldehydes are ketones having alpha hydrogen reacts with aldehydes are ketones having alpha hydrogen reacts with secondary amine. The secondary amine may be cyclic or acyclic, means aliphatic chain will be there, normal chain compounds. Form carbonyl amine and upon heating of carbonyl amine by the loss of enamine, water molecule, by the loss of water molecule, enamines are formed. Enamines are formed. Schiff's base, what we have discussed, aldehydes and ketones reacts with primary amines, Schiff's base formed. Here enamine formed. What is that enamine? Carbonyl amine. Now I will write reaction. Observe reaction. Suppose aldehydes are ketones which are having alpha hydrogen. This is functional group alpha carbon hydrogen there. Reacts with secondary amines. Reacts with secondary amines. So when they react with secondary amines, what happens? Tell me. It will give, suppose if I can split this N minus R H plus. Actual mechanism I have already taught you in aldehydes and ketone chapter. Reactions of ammonia and ammonia derivatives with aldehydes and ketones I have taught in aldehydes and ketone chapter. Actual mechanism what? Lone pair will attack carbonyl carbon, bond migrates, that subsequent steps, final elimination, all that I have taught in aldehydes and ketones. Simple way is like this. Simple way remembering is this H plus this. C double bond you can write C plus O minus. Then opposite charges add. So R CH2 C, here N R R, then here OH, here hydrogen, this hydrogen. Then this is called carbonyl amine. Carbonyl amine. Amine functional group there, OH there. That's why carbonyls amine we call. So here on heating, what happens is water molecule removed. Water molecule removed. It will give R CH double bond C, R CH double bond CH N R2. This NR2. Okay. This is enamine. Why? Enols we have studied na, suppose CH2 double bond CH OH. This is called enol. Like that we can call this ene. This is double bond ene. This is amine. Secondary amine enamines. So we can write as enamine. This is one enamine. Okay. You can write reactions in place of R. Keep CH3 groups. Here also in place of R, whether you keep H or CH3, any group you keep. Key point what? Alpha hydrogen should be present. You can write down like this. Suppose CH3 C double bond O H plus what I have said, secondary amine participate. These two reaction you write down in your home by replacing this R with methyl groups. In place of R I have written hydrogen, that's why CH2 hydrogen becomes CH3. You can write down that reaction, you try it once. Generally here benzene solvent is used PTS. PTS is used, para-toluene sulfonic acid. This is a PTS, means para-toluene sulfonic acid. Okay, this is formation of enamines. Write down. Next, oxidation reactions. Oxidation reactions of amines. Write down oxidation reactions. Primary amines first I will discuss. Primary amines, then secondary, then tertiary. For example, RCH2 NH2. I can write like that now, RCH2 NH2. In presence of KMnO4 oxidation, first these two hydrogens removed, RCH double bond NH formed, then again it undergo oxidation. Okay, KMnO4 H2O H plus, like that he will give in exam. So what happens when oxidation taking place? Here cleavage takes place. Here H2O H plus taken. Here write down OH OH H, means OH minus H plus, OH minus H plus. So here comes RCH OH, here also OH plus ammonia. Finally remove water molecule, it will give RCH double bond O. Aldehyde comes. In exam he don't ask all these intermediate steps, final product he will ask, but for memory purpose if I write directly that product, unable to register in your mind, some connection should be there. That's why intermediate steps also I have written. You practice them, you in exam final product this will be asked. Okay, now this is reaction with KMnO4. Same primary amine, if I do reaction with Carose acid. Carose acid, what is the structure of Carose acid? Tell me. Formula tell me. H2SO5. First year redox reactions we have studied. Carose acid. H2SO5 if you take, product here comes will be, here what is there? RCH2 NH2. One oxygen inserted between nitrogen and hydrogen. So RCH2 NH comes. So when you react with paracid, that is Carose acid, H2SO5. Next, one more type of primary amines. In your NCERT book there are RCH, here also R NH2. Is this primary amine or secondary amine? Primary amine. Why? Nitrogen attached to one carbon only. Some students that unable to identify, they feel that here secondary carbon there, secondary amine. No. Okay, this is a primary amine. What key point? Nitrogen should be attached to one carbon, then that is primary amine. Alcohols, in alcohols you need to take into account carbon. In alcohols, alkyl halides, primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols, primary, secondary, tertiary alkyl halides. In that you need to see carbon, suppose OH group there, whether it is attached to how many carbons you need to check. Here no need. Nitrogen attachment observe. Students generally do mistakes here. So here this is a tertiary. Suppose if I ask this one what primary, this one secondary, like that, you know already, you have studied now. Now tell me, suppose if I take KMnO4 H2O H plus, what happens? First remove this hydrogen, it will give R C double bond NH, then H2O, hydrolysis do. Here when you do hydrolysis, what happens? R C OH OH, here R plus, means what I am doing, this type of Breaking I already have done in 2-3 chapters, plus ammonia. Then remove water molecule. Then ketone comes. This type of primary amine giving a ketone. Now R, C, R, H. Here NH2. In presence of Carose acid, H2SO5, what happens? First these hydrogens removed as like that reaction. So here R, C, R, double bond N, H formed. Then in presence of Carose acid, here reaction occur. H2SO5 gives one oxygen and converts into H2SO4. That oxygen inserted between nitrogen and hydrogen. Peroxy bond easily decomposed, that oxygen easily released from H2SO5, so that H2SO5 converts into H2SO4. That oxygen is inserted between nitrogen and hydrogen. Okay, this compound is formed. Write down. These are reactions of this type of primary amines. One more type of primary amine also he is giving in exams, that is if I take suppose R, C, R, NH2, or sometimes he will write R3C also, this part. In presence of KMnO4, H2OH plus also you can write, it will give NO2. NH2 converts into NO2. Then same compound in presence of H2SO5, this one also primary amine, will give NO. Okay, nitroso compound will come like this. Next, write down. So different types of primary amines I have taken, I have written reactions. Now secondary amine reactions. Secondary amine means nitrogen attached to 2 carbon. Means for example CH3 groups, there means nitrogen attached to 2 CH3 groups. So in presence of KMnO4 means what happens? Oxidation takes place. So write down here one hydrogen. Remove water molecule. So remove water molecule. Here I will write product. Remove water molecule. What is the product formed? R, N, here R, here N, R, R. Actually N2H4 means hydrogen. This we call hydrogen, N2H4. Here hydrogen substituted by alkyl groups. That's why alkyl substituted hydrogen you can write, tetraalkyl hydrogen. This is a secondary amine reaction with KMnO4. Like that if you take R2NH, or I can write this any one correct, plus H2SO5. What I have said, it will release one oxygen and converts into H2SO4. Peroxy bond will be there in H2SO5. You can refer first year notes. Peroxy bond there, that will decompose and give that oxygen. Oxygen is inserted between nitrogen and hydrogen. So it will give this compound. Next, tertiary amines. First time while listening, it is difficult to remember all these reactions. You keep on practicing, generally after 2-3 months, this you can easily remember and write down in notes while solving bits also. After 2-3 months you feel ease. Now it may be little difficult to observe this many reactions. You practice more times in rough book, then you can automatically remember. Suppose if you take tertiary amines. Tertiary amines means what? Nitrogen attached to 3 alkyl groups. In presence of KMnO4, no reaction. Okay, in presence of KMnO4, no reaction happens. Suppose that one I can write R3 and like this also. H2SO5 add or H2O2. In exam he is using all this. Ozone, all these can release oxygen. Ozone also unstable, immediately decomposes into oxygen. Okay, that oxygen can attack this tertiary amine. Or peracid. Peracid means you know Baeyer-Villiger oxidation I have discussed na, RCO3H. Now all these can give one oxygen. It will convert into R3NO. Okay, R3NO means amine oxides we call. Cope reaction I have explained. In that this will come amine oxides. So tertiary amines, no reaction with KMnO4 but can react with any of the reagent. Write down. Next. Next reaction is aniline reactions, oxidation reactions of aniline. Aniline on exposure to air will give parabenzoquinone on exposure to air. Mild oxidation takes place here, mild oxidation or controlled oxidation. Air, in presence of air, he will also use K2Cr2O7, H2SO4 and below arrow he will write controlled oxidation, means product that one. Same aniline, if you take K2Cr2O7, H2SO4 or KMnO4, H2SO4, any acid, vigorous oxidation. Vigorous oxidation means what? Strong oxidation. It will give aniline black. This aniline black structure not there in our syllabus. NCERT textbook also not given. You don't worry about that structure. You remember aniline black enough. Now, when you use concentric HNO3, this aniline gets decomposed. It will break into pieces, that is decomposition. So here aniline gets decomposed. Write down first these three reactions. Next, when aniline reacts with peracid, suppose this is trifluoroestic acid, trifluoroperestic acid, it will give nitrobenzene. It will give nitrobenzene. When it reacts with H2SO5, it will give nitrosobenzene. When it reacts with NaOCl, it will give parahydroxyaniline. When it reacts with alkaline KMnO4, it gives azobenzene plus nitrobenzene comes. Okay? Then when it reacts with neutral KMnO4, it gives only azobenzene. Once I write down, I have doubt on this too. These two reactions, once I will check and tell you. Aniline. Now neutral KMnO4, sorry, change it here. Neutral KMnO4 taken means azobenzene plus nitrobenzene comes. but alkaline KMnO4 taken means azobenzene comes. Sorry, I have confused, reverse retina, you copy it, properly copy it. Now H2SO5 place, you can also take H2O2. Okay, these reactions of aniline oxidation reactions, write down. Next, aniline on reaction with the Teldon's reagent. Teldon's reagent means NOCl. Gives chlorobenzene or aliphatic amines. Suppose if I take RNH2 in presence of Teldon's reagent NOCl, it also will give RCl plus N2 plus H2O removed. Here also N2 plus H2O removed. Main product, this important. These are reactions with Teldon's reagent. Write down. Copy them. Next. These are oxidation reactions of aniline aliphatic amines and the reaction with Teldon's reagent. Next, reaction with Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent. Suppose if you take primary amines CH3, CH2, NH2. When you use Grignard reagent, Na1, suppose CH3 MgBr, what is product? Tell me. Acidic hydrogen is abstracted by CH3 minus. Acidic hydrogen means here hydrogen attached to nitrogen. So what is product? Tell me. First main product is CH4 formed plus CH3, CH2, NH. Here MgBr forms. Suppose here in place of methyl magnesium bromide, if I take phenyl magnesium bromide, what is answer? Tell me. Hydrogen from primary amine and benzene ring form benzene, means easy way to understand is C6H5. This I can write like that also, na? C6H5 minus plus H plus C6H5 minus gives benzene. What? C6H6 benzene. Remaining part, same this compound you can copy it. NH MgBr. Next, next one is, suppose if you take secondary amines also participate in a Grignard reagent reaction. Plus, suppose CH3, CH2, MgB are taken. Which gas produced here? Tell me. Minus plus. Always remove acidic hydrogen when amines there, alcohols there, carboxylic acid there, amide there, anything. All these will give H plus from hydrogen attached to oxygen or nitrogen in alcohols, carboxylic acids, amides, amines, all these. Now tell me product here. CH3, ethane. Remaining you can write na. How many times there here? 2 times there. That's why I am writing CH3, CH2 twice N MgBr. So ethane gas produced. Will tertiary amines participate in Grignard reagent reaction? No. Reason what? No hydrogen present over nitrogen. No acidic hydrogen over nitrogen. That's why tertiary amines do not participate in Grignard reagent reaction. Suppose if I take aniline if I take plus CH3 MgBr given, what is answer? Tell me. CH3 minus Mg plus. The CH4 is removed. Plus NH MgBr comes. This question. Suppose aniline reacts with phenyl magnesium bromide. Phenyl magnesium bromide. What is answer? Tell me. Tell me answer here. Here Mg plus this one minus means here H will be added to this minus means H or C6H6 benzene plus what can I write? Tell me now. NH MgBr I can write this reaction. This reaction, write down. This is reactions related to Grignard reagent. Copy it. Next. Next reaction is halogenation of amines. So halogenation of amine reaction what? RNH2 if you take plus bromine in presence of some base NaOH or KOH. What happens? Here HBr removed. So RNHBr plus HBr. Again one more bromine if you take 2 moles of bromine taken means otherwise okay, no problem, I can write down here. 1 mole of bromine taken means reaction stopped here, N-bromo amine. Suppose 2 moles of bromine if I take, what happens in presence of base? HBr 1 more removed. So here bromine comes. Okay, N dibromo alkyl amine, alkane amine, like that you can write. Okay, this is regarding halogenation reactions. Next. Formation of Mannich base. Mannich base formation, observe. Suppose if I take CH3 CH2 NH2, CH3 CH2 NH2, amine I have taken primary amine. Then formaldehyde structure what? HCHO and acetophenone structure is CH3 C double bond O C6H5. So here water molecule is removed. When water molecule removed, CH3 CH2 NH, then here this is what? CH2, this carbon form bond with nitrogen, so CH2. Again this carbon also forms bond with this carbon. So what happened here? I am writing here H. Okay, this part carbon nitrogen bond, again CH2 C double bond O, this is benzene ring. So this is called Mannich base. Okay, Mannich base formation. Write down. Remaining reactions we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you.